What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Leading Brand with your host, Tony Lopez. And alongside me, like always, sighing like usual, is Jeff Burtis. Jeff, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm not sighing because I'm stressed out. I'm sighing because I just had a nice meal, and the itis is so strong right now.
Well, you better fight out of that itis. You better find an energy drink somewhere.
Energy drinks and I don't mix.
Well, you better figure something out. Maybe some coffee. I don't care. But look, we just got away from the Royal Rumble. It is the Friday after the Rumble. We have watched everything, including SmackDown. And what a fallout. First and foremost,
let's get this out the way. You and I both liked the Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Which is fine. But apparently so many people disliked the Rumble, and I'm like,
disliked. That's putting it nicely. They hated this Royal Rumble.
It was one of those Rumbles where, yes, predictable, but
yes,
everything done right. That was my thing.
Exactly. Like okay, let's you want to go off this match? Go off match by match.
Yeah, let's do it in order too.
Like, first match of the card was Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. What a way to set the tone.
And also, let's talk about the fact that Seth came out in his Shield gear with the Shield music to mess
Shield entrance
to mess with Roman Reigns' head.
Yes, to get in the psyche, because it's the story about this whole thing was the Shield pass. How Roman has never been able to get through Seth Rollins in big time matches.
Also, the fact that he made Roman Reigns who he is, and he feels like he could take that away.
I created you, and I can easily destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
The classic storyline.
It was a great match.
Fantastic match.
And the thing was, the ending is the problem that everybody had.
I'm like, bro, what? Okay, Roman Reigns has looked unstoppable, invincible for his whole title reign. They have done everything in their power to make him look like untouchable. And the fact that they finally showed signs of cracks in the foundation, that's beautiful. Because this is the first time in his title reign he has technically lost a match for the title. Yes, he still keeps the title because he lost via disqualification, but still the cracks are there. He still is yet to pass that hump, that little demon in his head that is Seth Rollins, and yet it still shows, hey, he's not as invincible as you think he is. There is that little crack. And the fact that he's a heel, he's getting booed. People were starting to cheer Roman, even though he is a heel. But that little finish, all the boos, that's the point. You're supposed to boo him.
Yeah, but let me state, it was more of the fact that there wasn't like any other shenanigans that happened. It was just a straight up DQ loss where he wouldn't let go of the choke because he snapped and didn't allow anything else to happen. And I was like, oh, okay. And then also coming in after the match and hitting him with the steel chair multiple times, especially in the fashion that he did it with
the same position as when Seth hit Roman with the steel chair breaking up the Shield.
Exactly.
I was like, oh my god, this is good. This is so good.
Yeah, and it's not going to end. It's not going to end. It's not over. And that's my thing. That's the weird thing. I really do see this coming back around sometime throughout this year. But that is what it is. And
SummerSlam maybe, but we ain't talking about that.
Maybe. Who knows? Next match on the card.
I think it was the women's.
It was the women's Royal Rumble match. And
now, Tony, the only real issue with this one is once that certain someone made their entrance, we all knew exactly who was going to win that match.
He's talking about Ronda Rousey. Now, let's be clear. The rumors throughout the week were that Ronda Rousey was going to be there. That morning, it was confirmed by Dave Meltzer and a bunch of other sources that she had re-signed with the company. So, as soon as we heard that, it was like, oh yeah, she's going to be there. She's going to win the Rumble. She's going to challenge somebody at WrestleMania. Now, it was kind of obvious. Everybody was thinking, oh, Becky Lynch. And I'm like, and then the rumors started to swirl that it was Charlotte.
She has unfinished business with both of them.
I think the big thing was Ronda was scheduled for multiple episodes of SmackDown. That was the big sign that said that, hey, Ronda's going to be challenging Charlotte for the women's title on SmackDown. That was a big sign for me. And that's why if it wasn't for our picks being slightly different, I know I picked Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, you did. I hated it at first, but then I look back, I'm like, okay, this makes perfect sense. None of the other women were credible enough. Bianca won it last year, would have loved it, but she doesn't need 2 back-to-back Royal Rumble wins. She's already a star.
But her endurance in the match was incredible. She did it again.
Liv Morgan, they're done with Liv Morgan. She's had her shot. She may never be champion for as long as I can tell. And Flair, I was like, as long as it's not Flair, I'm cool with it. So, Ronda, yay, she won the Royal Rumble as expected. This just shows that WWE needs to really fit the high tier of the women's division is pretty solid. It's just everywhere else is just fodder.
Yeah, but also the issue is also that they don't have enough people developed yet to do that. So that's why they keep relying on the same people. Also, it was very cool to see the amount of legends and other people that came to the Rumble. Like, example, the Impact Knockouts World Champion Mickie James.
That was incredible. That was very nice to see.
She came out with her music.
That was very nice to see. I was very curious. We knew she wasn't going to win. I just wanted to see how long she went, how good of a performance she did.
And she was in there for a while.
If she made Final Four, I would have been very happy.
With also Melina being out of the start and yes, getting eliminated very quickly. But
by Sailor Moon.
Yeah, by Sailor Banks. Sasha Banks coming out in her Sailor Moon inspired gear. Also pulling a Melina, like literally doing the splits in the ring and this isn't that podcast. This isn't that podcast.
Hey, yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the view. That was quite a very entertaining.
Lord have mercy. But also like Michelle McCool being there, Kelly, and a few others. There was even backups backstage ready to go. Just in case.
I was surprised there wasn't any NXT people.
Well, they had said that they weren't going to put any NXT people in any of the Rumbles, so that's why they relied heavily on outside sources.
That's a missed opportunity. You feel me on that?
I do. Next match on the card was the women's championship.
Yes, it was.
I liked it.
It was to be expected.
I mean, but here's the thing: these two, good workers. Period.
Piper is a safer Nia.
Let's throw that out. Get it out of here. Let's not do that. Nia was never trained through like the indies. She was never safe. Piper Niven Dewdrop has been doing this for years and has been training and wrestling everywhere in all different kinds of matches. Is way safer.
Let's be honest here, though. Going into this match, this was the easiest prediction out of this whole card.
And let's also be honest. If you guys listened to the last episode, you would know that
you called the finish
this match to a T, to a fucking T. Like the top rope, manhandle slam or second rope, whatever it was. And for the 1, 2, 3, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen.
Second rope rock bottom. Good job.
Manhandle slam. Let's call it right. But still, 1, 2, 3, and look, it worked out. Becky's still champ. She doesn't have to deal with Ronda Rousey.
Cool. She's not dropping the belt till Mania.
Now we saw, was this on Raw or no? I'm gonna have to ask. I know she's gonna be facing Lita at the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
But did the Bianca Belair quick pinfall happen on air?
No, I don't think so.
There was a dark segment where Becky was still in that same stuff that she was wearing, or Bianca came down and they had an impromptu match and Bianca pinned her 1, 2, 3.
I think that's dark match because the Lita thing was what happened after Ronda showed up. So I think the Lita thing closed out the show.
Okay. Because it's interesting to see Becky. Who knows who she's going to face at Mania? My suggestion is that she's probably going to face either Bianca Belair or Bayley. One of the two, and it makes sense.
Please be Bianca.
If it's actually, I wouldn't mind if it was both.
You and triple threats, Tony.
Hell, throw Liv Morgan in there. Throw Dewdrop in there. Throw everybody in there. Hell, Tony. make the women's battle royale at Mania for the women's title.
No, how about just make a women's ladder match?
I mean, we could do that.
You could.
You could do that.
You know how good ladder matches are in Mania.
This is true, and I would love to see it.
Yeah.
Also, let's talk about real quick the fact that we have a Lita and Becky Lynch match at Saudi.
You mean the Elimination Chamber?
I'll keep calling it what it is. Knowing that these two women are not going to be allowed to show like their gear at all. They have to wear full long sleeve.
I know. We know.
And I'm just like, this is insane.
At least they're allowing them to wrestle.
My thing is Lita. That's a question mark.
Do you think she has anything left in the tank?
Oh, she's been wrestling everywhere, so she always has stuff left in the tank.
The fact that she's still wrestling, you gotta give her credit.
She's wrestling and training at the same time, so
I think what I predict is Becky's gonna carry a lot of the match, and Lita's gonna get her spots in. But at the very end of the day, Becky will find some way of surviving.
I believe so as well. Now, the WWE Championship match could not have predicted this, but could not have been so well booked in my head.
This is how You progress the story between Roman and Brock, and you get the title off of Brock, and make Lashley still look somewhat strong.
It worked.
It worked. Now I'm concerned about this Elimination Chamber match that's going to happen in Saudi, because if they put the title back on Brock, I'm like,
I'm telling you, I'm going to guarantee you the champ at the end of this match will either be Bobby Lashley or Seth Rollins. Because who has been the most opportunistic person since Edge retired 9 years ago?
Sethy Poo.
I mean, he did steal the title from Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31.
And one of the greatest, if not the greatest cash in of all time.
Oh, it's definitely the greatest cash in of all time. Let's call it what it is. But yes, we are getting Brock Lesnar inside the Elimination Chamber, along with
Riddle,
Seth,
who else? AJ
Styles, Austin Theory.
Man, they're pushing Austin Theory.
What do you expect? He's 22 years old. He looks like he's chiseled out of granite, and then he's got the back of Vince McMahon. He's been in segments with Vince every single week.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Look, it's the fact that he also can wrestle his ass off.
He's not him.
He's not one of these guys straight from the Performance Center to WWE. He actually did work the indies. So he's one of the rare ones that could be pushed over the top. Look at you, huh? Wakey, son bitch.
AIDS and bakey? I'm perfectly awake, Tony. I'm just stretching.
Well, move your butt around. Let's get this. But look, Bobby and Brock really put on a show. And it wasn't long, but it was quick. But the moment everything changed.
The ref bump.
The ref bump where he scared him in the corner, went for the F5, and hit the ref.
And he could have counted to 20 and still would have gotten the victory, because that ref was out, and then Roman comes in. And apparently this was the angle that was planned for day one, Tony, before COVID happened. If this was the angle at day one, I would have always like, oh my God.
Yeah, I think it worked better here.
Yes.
Because it was that shock. And the fact that Roman and Lesnar weren't in a match together. So, Paul Heyman turned on Roman. I mean, not on Roman, on Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
And
he acknowledged the tribal chief.
And he was back in his corner tonight on SmackDown as well.
Yes, because in Heyman's words, Roman offered him the hand of forgiveness. He's like, yes, my tribal chief. I will do as you say. Thank you for giving me another opportunity.
Also, how many people have made Paul Heyman cry on TV?
Let's see. Roman, Vince. Did Lesnar make Paul cry?
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lesnar got Paul Heyman in an actual match in a steel cage.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
that was funny.
But then Kurt Angle. Also, just quickly on Kurt Angle, there is rumor and innuendo out there that WWE is considering bringing Kurt Angle on for an on-screen role.
Oh no.
Not a match.
As an official,
he is retired.
Good. As an on-screen, like a general manager type of thing?
A GM, a manager, something. But apparently...
Ooh. him being the manager of Alpha Academy.
Please no.
Come on.
Please no.
Please, yes.
In anything but dipshit Gable.
Why are you hating on Gable?
It is. I'm a 4.0 collegiate athlete. I'm an Olympian. Yay! Shut your ass up, please.
Hey, that's the point.
It's so annoying.
That's the point.
And then he tries to put a spelling bee on Monday Night Raw, and then he's the one who misspells the damn word.
That's the point.
It's not good. You know what's good? You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
What is funny?
What's funny is the fact that we get so many weed innuendos with Riddle. It is the funniest shit. Because now weed is not getting tested for in a lot of places, and thank goodness.
Man, you love that, don't you?
Hey, man. It's a good time. I'm telling you, man. It's a good time. It's a great time.
Is it really? Is it really?
Honestly, it's like the best stress reliever I could have.
Man, there are other ways of relieving stress.
Yeah. I'll leave that to other people.
I guess.
But now we get to move on to the Royal Rumble match, which
whoa. You're forgetting something.
What?
If you think you know me.
Oh, yeah, the tag team, the mixed tag team match between Miz, Edge, Beth Phoenix, Maurice. Yeah. Cool. Great match. Also, love the attires for both teams. Predictable, very much. Brick included. Very cool match, though. Sad to see that Edge didn't even make it into the Royal Rumble match, nor did The Miz. But it is what it is. I enjoyed it. Honestly, that match was a bit of my potty break. I did not want to. I had it on in the background. I could hear it the whole time, but I went to use the restroom, came back, and I was like, "Oh, it's still on. Cool. Let's keep going."
Yeah. That was you really didn't want to care, but it was just a good match.
It was also great storytelling going into the match.
Yeah, true.
But now we go on to the main event, the Royal Rumble match.
Oh yes.
Holy fuck. AJ Styles. Dude. Good job. Like freaking lasted forever in the match. Also had like 6 eliminations. Including an elimination of Omos.
Good job.
Well, he was the final blow. If you saw the way he got eliminated, it did take about 6 to 7 people to eliminate that man.
Hey, you had to. I mean, it worked, right?
Yeah. And now let's talk about two things, and then we'll get to the last elephant in the room before we get to the winner. Yes, we had Johnny Knoxville in the match.
Boo.
But he took spots. He didn't. The only person he eliminated was Sami Zayn. Oh no, Sami Zayn eliminated him.
Yeah.
But then Sami Zayn got eliminated directly after him. Not the point.
Good.
AJ threw the hardest strikes I've ever seen anybody take, including, his multiple punch thing that he does.
His combination.
Yeah, his combination move, where he also includes that like spinning lariat that he does.
Mm-hmm.
That was the loudest hit that I heard anybody take. And also, Knoxville threw a damn good elbow, better than some like wrestlers in all of wrestling. Because that smack was loud. I was like, shit. AJ took that? Okay. Then AJ came back and hit him with the lariat. Fell like fucking timber. Montez Ford got on the top rope. Did the way he does a frog splash. Ow. Never.
Oh, you would take that.
I would take Rob Van Dam's before I take Montez Ford's.
Oh, come on now.
Jeff, it's the height. It's the height. How high that man goes off the top rope? No, not doing it. No, sir. But we all know Knoxville was there to advertise his damn movie. Yada, yada, yada. Which came out today. Jackass Forever. If you guys want to go see it in theaters and not sponsoring us, but damn it, they should. Go watch Jackass Forever in theaters now.
How about no?
How about yes?
No.
Also, Bad Bunny was in the match. Hadn't seen him since WrestleMania last year. Really cool to actually see him during the match because we kind of, if anybody had social media, they knew that he was in the building. They did, especially since they WWE posted a picture of Bad Bunny and The Undertaker backstage. Which, Jeff, we know why he was there.
Yeah, his wife.
Exactly.
He may now I can understand why people hated this Royal Rumble because it was just a bunch of mid-carders. There weren't that many credible people that you would actually think would win the Royal Rumble until number 30.
Before we get to that, before we get to 30, we need to talk about 28. Shane McMahon. And the amount of shit that was surrounding him during this night. One, everybody was pissed off about this Rumble. Like, all the boys in the back were pissed off about the way this thing was booked. Like, completely pissed off. Two, Shane got fired because of this.
Yeah, that's what literally I was like, holy crap.
And not even, I wish you best on your future endeavors fired. He's like, Daddy has got to fire you.
Apparently, he had no choice in the matter. That's what I was like, wait, really?
When you say no choice, I'm like, what did he do? Because I know soon we will probably hear more details about what happened. But
yeah,
nevertheless, Shane McMahon also got some eliminations that I was questioning.
Yeah, like my thing is, why was he booked in the Final Four?
It's probably Shane being Shane.
I think, yeah, because that didn't make sense to me.
Because apparently Shane was co-producing the Rumble. So the fact that he had himself in the Final Four did not sit well with a lot of guys.
Yes. He wrote himself to be in the Final Four. That's problem number one with this whole thing. Problem number two is, you didn't have any top tier, like, high level championship superstar.
You eliminated Big E super quickly as soon as he got in. It's like he was out almost immediately. Kofi didn't land his spot on the outside, so both his feet ended up touching the ground.
That was a botch. Yeah,
it was a botch. Yeah, I mean, he did it in Travis Scott's too, so who cares? You can't have the moment every year. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't botched it more consistently. That's why I was like,
Also, now we can say it, Jeff. Mm-hmm. We called this. We
knew this would.
We kind of said it wrong. We said whoever would lose the first match would end up in the Royal Rumble. We didn't expect the ending of the first match to go down the way it did.
Yes.
But we knew who somebody from one of these title matches was going to end up in that match. And in our heads, we thought it was going to be Brock Lesnar. Not Roman Reigns. We didn't. So the fact that Brock Lesnar came out at 30, especially after everything Roman did earlier the night, pissed off, wanted to get to WrestleMania so he could beat up Roman.
Yes. I mean, story-wise, it makes perfect sense. Did Lesnar need the title to get there? No. But storyline and continuing purposes, it makes perfect sense. That's why I'm not too upset about it.
Also, yes, I love the fact that Drew McIntyre was back in the match after the scare of the neck injury. Him being in the final two was very reminiscent of 2020 when Lesnar was eliminated by McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like McIntyre even said it tonight. It's like, oh, now I guess we're 1-1. We'll get back to that soon because now he has business with Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss.
What a waste.
Well, I mean, Corbin's getting a push again, so whatever. But we are getting Lesnar and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now, the reason Lesnar hopped into the WWE Championship match at Elimination Chamber was because he wants the title match at Mania to be title for title. I don't like that. Please get Seth Rollins to win this match. Please. Please, 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 please.
Anybody but Brock, because we do not want that, do we?
No. Nope.
But would they? Could I see them doing it? Absolutely.
Yeah, I could. But also, we need to talk about the last thing WWE related for the day. Jeff, it happened. It happened. And aren't you glad we're not calling this show?
Okay, for those who do not know, we made a rule. We will never pick any Saudi match. We're going to just watch it for what it is.
Never pick it, even if the show is good. We won't pick it. So what we are talking about is the fact that Bill Goldberg has returned to WWE and called Roman Reigns his next victim. And here's the old wrestling fan saying yawn. Like myself.
I will never forgive Goldberg for how he buried the Fiend. I will never forgive him for that. That turned me from a Goldberg fan to a Goldberg hater. Because after what he did, if he had not done that and it gave the Fiend the win, you might still have the Fiend on WWE and give him the biggest win of his career. But no, his little goddamn ego had to get in the way, and the Fiend never truly recovered from that.
This is true. Same time, we know damn well Goldberg's not winning this match.
I'll be damned if he wins that.
You can't be booking this far in advance and expect us to say Goldberg is going to win the Universal Championship. No.
That's another thing, though. Every time Goldberg shows up, he immediately jumps in line and gets a title shot. I'm like, the fuck? Why?
I think it's in his contract. Honestly, I think it's in his contract.
That's bullshit. I mean, why does he need another title? What more does he have to prove? Give it to someone who actually needs the title shot. That's just how
I agree with that, but
no, Tony, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These are part-time. This is a problem with WWE using their legends way too much because they have no way of establishing younger talent.
And they want to act like they're not trying to sell the company. I'm sorry. At this point, you are trying to sell the company. You're not telling everybody the truth. That's really what's happening.
The writing's on the wall. The writing is so on the wall on that, and it's just we're waiting for the announcement after Mania.
Exactly. Now, on to
the better things, which is AEW.
Yeah, very much better. Look, this guy. Okay, if you guys have listened to Let's Just Talk About over the past however long we've been doing it, this guy has been the most hesitant person on AEW. I cannot make this up. He is super hesitant. He doesn't like change. He doesn't. And this is a good change, Jeff. This is a good change. We need...
You just want... If it was up to you, you would have me watch every wrestling brand out there.
I mean, yeah, but...
I'm not doing that.
I'm not going to expect you to do it. I would... The only thing I would ask is, just try to watch the stuff that's readily available. Like Dynamite and Rampage and anything on YouTube, because God, we all know we have YouTube. Because ain't nobody watching NXT right now. Clearly. I'm sorry, it's true. I'm telling the truth too.
I mean, it's like ever since they made that change, I'm like, why should I have no interest in watching NXT.
I mean, their next event is what is it? The new NXT Vengeance Day or Valentine, whatever, Vengeance Day, I believe.
And you notice I don't give two behinds about that.
It's just my thing with NXT now is
too many people, not enough.
No. It's the direction of the show just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't.
Not at all. And I hate to be that person. No, I don't. I love to be that person.
Yeah, you clearly do.
But at least WWE they're not putting on good enough storytelling for me right now. The only thing. Let me don't give me a sec.
You're gonna say
the only good storyline going right now is anything pertaining to Roman Reigns.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, not even close. It's
the way AEW does their storytelling is they love to tell their story inside the ring. They love to tell their stories inside the match. That's what wrestling is like, at least with WWE the last few years. That's what it's been losing. That's what NXT was doing so well.
In-ring storytelling. Not that difficult. In-ring
storytelling.
It is not that difficult.
Let's just bring it up as is. Any Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano match you watched, they were telling stories throughout the match. Anything pertaining to Adam Cole, there was a story being told throughout the match. Anything with Alistair or now Malachi Black, there's always a story being told. Still happening on TV. That both of those guys, Adam Cole and Malachi Black, are both telling stories in the ring. Yes, they have their backstage segments. Yes, Adam Cole is on BTE.
Jeez.
Look, he's had that connection with the Bucks since before he went to WWE, so that was to be expected. I mean, come on now. They acted like they killed Adam Cole by poisoning his Monster energy drink. I wish this was a joke. This is very real. It is canon in BTE. All right?
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Now, let's go over what happened on Dynamite this week. Now, first match on the card was supposed to be Jon Moxley versus
Brian Kendrick.
But some remarks that he's made in the past came back up very quickly. So he is the first person I've ever seen leave WWE, get hired by AEW, and get fired by AEW in the same day.
That's funny.
Think about that real quick. But Moxley beat Wheeler Yuta instead, who I will also say Wheeler had Orange Cassidy by his side at ringside.
And Danhausen.
What the hell was Danhausen doing?
He's very nice and very evil.
It's like I'm the one confused about Danhausen because I don't know that much about Danhausen. But I've learned so much this last week about Danhausen. I'm like, oh my God, what did we just get ourselves into? This character is dorkier than some of the shit WWE puts on TV, and I fucking love it. I was watching an episode of fucking Ring of Honor that was just like free on YouTube. And this man comes out with a big sack of cash because he signed with Ring of Honor. And when I mean he came out with a literal sack of cash and had $20 bills inside the sack of cash. I'm like, this piece of shit is really playing it. I love it. Oh, this is good. His marketing for his character is so good. He doesn't do much, but it's everywhere, and everybody loves Danhausen. He's very nice, very evil, okay?
Hey, calm down. It's entertaining for you, so...
Hey, look, I can tell you, when you saw him get pulled out from under the ring against Adam Cole...
Oh, yeah, I was like,
you were like... like, everybody was like, huh?
Who the fuck? I was like, who the fuck?
Even the people who are like wrestling, like hard wrestling fans who watched Ring of Honor, and they saw Danhausen come out from the ring, I was like, I thought you were injured, like because he had broken his leg or some shit. But I guess not. But yeah, Moxley. It looks like we may be seeing a Moxley versus Bryan Danielson match.
Or we could have a Moxley Danielson team up.
I don't like that idea. I
love it.
I love it. I don't like it.
I love it. I love it.
I don't want it.
Yeah, I want it. Give me what I want. Come on.
Give me what I want. Give me Moxley versus freaking Danielson and give me it at Revolution.
Nah.
We have a month. We have a month, a literal month till Revolution. Technically, this month is only 28 days, so we have less than that, sir. And best believe we will get this match.
No, give me what I want. Give me a Moxley Danielson team. Oh.
Also, I'm gonna quickly skim past this. Are we getting Brandy versus Paige Van Zant?
Why?
American Top Team Dan Lambert, American Top Team member Paige Van Zant, former UFC fighter, now bare knuckle fighter. I still don't get it. Knights of the Black Throne, apparently is what they're calling themselves. The House of Black. Brody King and Malachi Black versus the Death Triangle members, The Bastard, Pac, and Penta El Zero Miedo. This was entertaining. This was holy fuck. This was entertaining because Pac came out with like bandages over his eyes because like he was playing into the fact that Malachi spit that black mist into both of his eyes. And it was a whole ruse. It was a ruse and a half. Pac could see everything. Pac will not be he's uncorruptible. He's incorruptible. Because what Black was trying to do, really what he was trying to do was recruit Pac into his services.
Join. Oh man.
But Pac is like, nah, fam. Nah, I can't. I'm not the one.
Yes, you are. Embrace the dark side. Embrace it. Yes, come on. Make it happen.
But still, Malachi blinded Penta with the black mist. Then Brody and Black ended up finishing it off, and they ended up winning. Making them look strong. Making them look strong.
The right person won.
Exactly. Also, the native beasts, Nyla Rose and Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho.
Yeah, what about her?
She lost.
That's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it was also due to a distraction from Vicky Guerrero, which is like, oh, okay, Vicky's still there, makes sense. I don't think this is over. I think they'll end up having another match at some point. At some point, I do see one of these ladies challenging Jade for the TBS title.
Well, Jade Cargill has been on an undefeated streak, hasn't she?
Yeah, and every week it seems like on Rampage, she's been defending her title in an open challenge.
That's good. Makes her look strong.
It does, and you know what? I'll give her credit because she's been training. You know who she's been training with?
Oh,
Danielson.
Oh, goody.
She's been training with Danielson and QT Marshall over at the Nightmare Academy. So she's actually been getting really good time in the ring. She's one of those people that I'm like, okay, if they do it right, she could really be a star. And she's proven it. She's proving it.
Yeah, she is. She's doing well with the title.
Everybody had the same reaction though. It's like, oh, it's just another big muscly woman she's actually trying to be something like she's actually trying to be good in the ring.
That's all we ask, right?
Exactly. Also the Gun Club Jungle Boy backstage. They're clearly trying to get a title match.
Hey.
And then they ran out of there before Christian Cage could get over there. So
let's be honest. I think Jurassic Express, they were not supposed to win those titles.
And look,
but hey, they're making the best thing out of a bad situation.
Exactly. Oh wow, that's actually really. AEW champion Adam Page next week in Atlantic City will be defending his title in a Texas death match versus the craziest fucking dude, Lance Archer. Because guess what? Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Honestly, to me, what Lance Archer calls a death match is what he's been doing in Japan. It's just like add some tables and just make it a wee bit more rough. Because he doesn't do the whole light bulbs or pizza cutters like a Nick Gage, or he doesn't do the light tubes like a Nick Gage. Also, he doesn't do the barbed wire like a Moxley. There may be some thumbtacks. All right, whatever. Like at this point, I'm numb to the thumbtacks. When I see them on TV, I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm scared when I see like light tubes. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'm out. As soon as I see light tubes, I'm out. Like that's why I do watch some GCW shows, but they are hard as hell to watch if they have one of those kind of matches. Like the World is GCW event did not have one of those types of matches. Thank goodness. Because I don't know if it's legal in the state of New York. That's genuine, like, because you know how New York is. They're like, all right, hold on. Hell, they'll stop a UFC fight just because somebody has a cut on their head.
Hey,
sorry, I had to bring up the Masvidal Nate Diaz, which they should have let them keep fighting. But
you know, if I had to choose between boxing and UFC, I'm choosing boxing. But we ain't having that discussion right now.
We'll have a discussion one day on the podcast. Not this one, but now, last thing. Let's just get out the way. Let's just get it out the way. You know what? It's exactly what I'm going for.
This is how you use legends.
This is also how you tell a story in a match.
Also, the fact that in CM Punk in Chicago let MJF beat him not once but twice
by cheating.
One by cheating, and then one by cheating again.
Like, what are we talking about? He cheated twice. But
I thought of the first time they were gonna have freaking Punk win because MJF got his win even though by cheating he got caught. So I thought, hey, give the crowd something to cheer for. But no, they went the opposite round and made a mega heel.
Oh,
he was
already a heel, and this time it's just like, oh shit,
mega.
You
heel.
Just beat CM Punk.
Clean. Well, really clean, and MJF don't mix. Let's be honest here.
No, and like it's never going to mix, but still,
you like it, don't you?
I love it. I love the fact that we got CM Punk losing a match in the dirtiest way possible. So now we're going to have an excuse to have this match again at Revolution.
Oh, and do you think they would they do that? Would they really make MJF that much of an asshole where he beats him at Revolution?
Absolutely.
Because CM Punk doesn't need wins in this stage of
No. But would I love to see him hold the AEW World Title one time? Yes, absolutely. My thinking, right? All right, hear me out. All right, you ready for this?
I'm listening.
MJF beats CM Punk at Revolution.
Okay, go on.
Somehow, some way, MJF has a title match at Double or Nothing. Now you see where this is going.
I'm listening.
All Out will always be in Chicago.
What?
All Out will always be in Chicago. We already know this.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk, MJF, AEW World Title in Chicago.
So you say a Double or Nothing. Hangman drops the belt to MJF.
Bingo.
And so at All Out, Punk MJF, round 3 for the title.
Bingo.
And that's where.
You tell me that isn't good booking.
Will they do it though?
No, they would do it. Are you kidding me? Tony Khan would be able to wait for that. Now, in the meantime, we need a Wardlow turn. We need
a Wardlow turn at All Out.
Ooh.
Because the reason why at Revolution you would have Wardlow helping him out one more time to beat Punk.
Mm-hmm.
You see the level of disgust, and then at freaking if you can find a way to stretch this to All Out, where he just turns face in front of that Chicago crowd for CM Punk, the crowd would eat it up.
Indeed. Why do you think I say, look, you need to have CM Punk MJF at All Out? Because imagine the other possibilities that could surround that. Like, hell, because you're gonna have a casino battle royal during that show, which is not the men's, it's the women's. You're gonna have a crazy tag team match because they always do it. Like, it's always a crazy tag team match, and more than likely one of those teams will be the Young Bucks. Ooh.
No, also, when does Kenny return?
Now, that's a good question. Now, I don't expect Kenny until maybe around All Out.
The Elite versus Paragon, is that what they call themselves?
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna still say Undisputed Era. I don't care.
I'm actually gonna say Paragon because I love that new logo so much. And I'm like, I dig it. Now, we still have a long ways to go before we get to that. And
this is extremely advanced booking. We may not
very advanced booking. Jesus Christ.
We're not writers. We're not. Well, I kind of want to be a writer, but
would love that.
I ain't mean that position.
Shit, Tony, I would get paid to do it. Shit.
Tony, could you? Okay. Writing. Shit. Next episode, we're gonna have like a writing discussion. Like, how would you fix WWE's problem?
Stop hiring TV show people. At least when you're writing a wrestling show, you have enough TV people already there. Let's hire some people that actually know the wrestling business. You know, like as writers, not producers.
Man, can you imagine? Can you imagine though, just dealing with Vince though?
That's got to be a pain in the ass.
Like you have all this writing, and then Vince doesn't like it, just scrap it. I'm like, the fuck.
It's probably like the most heartbreaking and debilitating thing that you could deal with. Is
that's the thing, Vince. It has to go through Vince. Vince is very fickle with it. Like 1 minute he likes it, and then next minute he changes his mind.
Exactly.
That's like, the hardest part about that whole thing.
And the amount of writers that he's been through since like Pat Patterson, after Pat Patterson left, is like ridiculous. And especially since they became a publicly traded company, and everything really changed when, you know, what I like to call when the attitude died.
Oh, after the plane ride from hell.
After the attitude died. After they took the F out. Because of the World Wildlife Federation suing WWF for using their name. Pretty much.
Thanks,
pandas. Yeah.
Good job.
Now, Jeff, I need to know your golden stars of the week, sir.
MJF.
Maxwell Jacob?
MJF.
All right.
I don't have to.
You know what? I will give my golden star of the week to Brock Lesnar. Now, yes, he lost that match. He won the Rumble, and he gave me one of the best segments I have seen in a long time on any TV show.
Lesnar Unfiltered has been gold, hasn't it?
Oh my God. Just put a mic in. Why haven't we done this sooner?
We never knew Brock had this side of funny in him.
I did. Watch SmackDown in 2003. He didn't have Heyman. And Heyman was the one writing the show. So that's why Heyman really just let it happen. And Brock is gold on the microphone because it's just they allow him to be him. It's like I actually wonder how much they're actually writing for him or if he's just freestyling all of it.
I think he'd be freestyling because some of the things he says is just
a little off the wall.
Yes.
Like calling people a chicken shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jeff, you are a chicken shit. I'm just kidding. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay, remember, I got to deal with you tomorrow. I mean, got to deal with you next weekend.
What's next weekend? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Super Bowl. Yeah. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please be on the lookout for Monday morning when you get your Let's Just Talk About Super Bowl preview show. I decided to delay it a week because, gosh darn it, I did not feel like recording that far in advance. Because
lazy.
You never know what could happen.
Lazy. I hear.
That too.
So
Also,
what
there
I'm
was
hearing.
an ice storm, and I didn't feel like moving.
So what I'm hearing is you are very lazy.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Okay.
Watch your tongue.
I'm just calling it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Hey, I get it. All right. I swear, if we did this on video, people would be laughing their ass off because my facial expressions are something else. But
You're funny.
that is the show. Now follow us on the socials. Follow all the links are going to be in the description of the episode, and I mean all of the links, including Jeff's social links, my social links, spot where you can donate to us to help us out because hey, we trying to get the come up, man. We every dollar that you send to us, we'll put it back into the podcast. We really will, because you know what? We want to see this grow. Also,
that's the plan.
Shouts out to the boys over at the HAMMERTIME podcast. Always doing their thing, and I appreciate them always keeping us in the loop on what's going on their end as well. Also, shouts out to Wild Acre Brewing. Man, y'all got some good stuff. Always give them a look out of Fort Worth, Texas. You know what? Always got to be repping the funk, man. Always got to be repping the funk. But
always, huh?
Furthermore, catch us at WrestleMania. Me and Jeff will be at WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. No,
that's the
plan. Now,
that's the plan.
There could be less. There could be more.
Let's hope for more.
Let's honestly hope for more. Maybe you may catch us at a Ring of Honor show. Jeff, let it happen. Come on, come with me to. Actually, here's how I know they won't do. They will not do the Hall of Fame on a Friday. They won't do it.
They will.
No, they won't, because SmackDown's on Friday.
And then after SmackDown, they will record the Hall of Fame.
No, they won't.
You sure about that?
I swear. They'll do the Hall of Fame earlier in the week.
You sure about that? No matter
positive. I guarantee. Look, I guarantee you they'll do the Hall of Fame on Wednesday or Thursday.
He guarantees.
I guarantee you this. And if I guarantee you this, look, if it does come out that the Hall of Fame is happening on a Wednesday or a Thursday, you have to go with me to Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor.
I don't have to do.
You will go with me, and we will get floor seats.
Tony, I don't have to do that, okay?
I'm putting it on record.
I don't have to do that, okay?
Oh, he doesn't. He just doesn't like wrestling.
I mean, I'm not a junkie like you.
But come on, it's the first show back.
I'm not that crazy of a junkie like you, so hey, baby steps, okay?
Mm-hmm. But my name is Tony Lopez.
Jeffrey Burtis.
For the love of wrestling, peace out, y'all.
Mm-hmm.